okay, with Armstead out, who is taking his place on the first team? It's been D Ford, right? A lot of D Ford, some carry Hyder. But what I've noticed is the defense has had its moments, but especially the run defense is not what it looked like last year in camp. And you got to remember, Armstead's not playing. Buckner's gone. D Ford is a starter right now in camp. So Tevin Coleman looks great. Raheem Mostert looks great. JaMychal Hasty looks great. Jeff Wilson Jr. The running game, the offense looks terrific, really. Nick Mullins is completing most of it. CJ Beathard completed most of his passes today. It's a different thing. And I think they really, really need Armstead back. The fact that he missed the first 4 days of training camp probably shouldn't be a big deal at all. But if he's not playing on Thursday, I think it's a big deal. I think he needs to be back on Thursday.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it's not at a certain point. It's a big deal because you want that cohesiveness. And I know most of these players are still all together, but having him out there versus D4, D4's not good against the run. Let's be real about that. And he's just he's a pass rush specialist. And you have Arik Armstead who can do both. You're threatened by both of his size, what he's going to do against the run, what he's going to do against the pass. And versus you have someone out, or you already have a rookie out there in Kinlaw that you're like, I wouldn't say worry about, but he's inexperienced as of now. And you don't want to have too much concern. You don't want to have multiple concerns versus you can just focus on one with Kinlaw versus having Armstead out there, because Armstead, he is the big money guy. He's going to be the tone setter along with Bosa and others. And just having him out there is great. But, it's not a big deal in the sense it's like, all right, it's just 4 days of training camp and he's not out there at Thursday. It's like, oh, okay, let's start to click the meter a little bit. Like, what's going on here, man? You just caking it in until this week 1, or what's going on?
Right, because if he misses the first 4 days of camp, you could look at that as he doesn't need him. He's a vet. He's being careful. He'll get the next 8 days of camp and be ready. But if he misses, like, camp is broken up into 3-4 day segments. They've had 4 days. Tomorrow's an off day. There's going to be another 4 day segment coming up. If he starts missing, let's call it phase 2, part of phase 2, then I think he's really hurt. Something's going on. It's not just ease his way in. He's a little uncomfortable. He's got some discomfort. No, there's an issue that they're not telling us about. So I think Thursday is a day of truth for him, and I fully expect him to be on the field. I fully do, because they've said that it's not a big deal. So if that's the case, Thursday.